Hello everyone, welcome to Your Conscious Life. In today's video, we will be doing a collective reading for October using some tarot and oracle cards. In meditating before starting the video, I pulled some general energy cards and I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about what those cards were that I pulled. The first card that I pulled was the Moon. And so the Moon obviously talks about, and I love this particular card, talks about some hidden things, things that we don't know, the unknown. I love this card because you can see her in the water. But I wanted to read to you a little bit of the description for this card because it really is so telling about these energies. And so the Moon signifies illusions, hidden truths, the unknown, and trusting our intuition, facing our fears, thinking about mystery, and really focusing on the fact that we are safe. And each new level of our unconscious understanding and knowing as we surrender to the will of the universe really gives us more and more information as to what we should be doing. The second overall energy card that I pulled is the Hanged Man. And I love the fact that both of these came out together for the overall energy for this month. I'll read a little bit about the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man really is surrendering to the will of the cosmos. An intentional pause, reflection, letting go, and seeing things with a different perspective. An affirmation for it could be, I lean into my inner world of limitless miracles, surrendering to the divine and will of the cosmos. What I love about these two cards and the energy that they bring about is both of them are really talking about maybe the idea of us not really knowing exactly what's happening, not knowing what's coming, feeling that there is a change coming, but also feeling a bit sort of, let's say, stuck or not knowing exactly what's going on. And both of these cards really speak to that, but they also speak to the idea of surrendering to the universe, right? And really tapping into our intuition. So even if we don't see things just yet, we know that things are happening in the background and we are to focus on that and surrender to our intuition and what the universe has in store for us. So those are the two sort of overall energies for the month. And then I pulled a card per week for the month of October. And so for the first week, the card that I pulled is the Five of Cups. Now remember, these readings are for the collective. So some of these cards may resonate, some of these messages may resonate, and some won't. And that's totally okay. So the Five of Cups is really speaking to, could be grieving, disillusion, disappointment, a bit of bitterness, maybe a slightly broken heart, and focusing on all of that instead of some of those other cups, right? And so I'm just going to read from the book here from the Lightseers Tarot, which is what this deck is. Really quickly, the affirmation is, my tender heart helps me navigate towards my bright future. So even if you're experiencing some heartbreak, some grief, some confusion, some disappointment and bitterness, really just sort of focus on connecting to your own heart, because that's going to help you navigate these waters right now and those feelings of grief or disappointment, disillusion, confusion. And it's going to get you to connect to where you're supposed to be. This is the energy for the first week of October that I picked up on for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you, but this is what we have for the first week of October. And then I pulled for the second week. And this energy that I pulled, the card is the Ace of Wands. And so interestingly enough, the second week of October is when we have the solar eclipse on October 14th. And the Ace of Wands is really talking about new beginnings, right? These aha moments and moments of clarity, truths revealed. So I really like the fact that the overall energies were about some of these hidden things that we don't know yet. But as we sort of go through each week, we're experiencing a sort of connection to things that have not gone so well in the first week of October. And then the second week, we have the Ace of Wands and get a lot more clarity around what might be happening, what we're experiencing, where we're going, some good aha moments here, and, communication about what might be happening and also some success and triumph, right? Where is that coming in? And so I'd like to read just the affirmation here from this deck, and the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords. And it says, I experience brilliant moments of clarity. So I love sort of the energy here, right? So it starts with an overall energy of sort of hidden things that we're not sure of. And as we move through the month, especially focusing on this solar eclipse on the 14th, which really is shifting our consciousness, bringing about change, bringing opportunities to see, feel, respond differently to life and to things that have happened. And these moments of clarity and aha moments are really sort of telling us that we have new beginnings coming. Unexpected opportunities are going to be inevitable. And also they're going to help us feel more fresh starts, right? And help us realize like what we need to in our lives, what we need to be open to, what we need to receive from the universe, and how we can continue to connect to what the universe is telling us. So then for the third week, the card that was pulled was the Two of Swords, which I think is so perfect because as we gain clarity, right, from the Ace of Swords, I keep saying Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, right? We have that clarity, we have these aha moments. And then as we go into the third week of October, the energy is the Two of Swords, which really talks about, you know, us sort of being blindfolded, if you think of the Rider-Waite, and having two options. And I sort of love the way that this is flowing through, because as we have the clarity, then suddenly we have decisions to make. Right? And so here's where the Two of Swords comes in, right? There's a decision that has to be made. And so thankfully, you've gotten some clarity first. And now here's the decision. And even if you're blindfolded, you know intuitively, deep down, which decision is probably the best for you. And so I think a lot of times we know intuitively, but we're trying to get answers from the external world. And the Two of Swords really speaks to that sort of like take advantage or see the blindfold as the a catalyst or something that's helping you really say, okay, I may not be able to see which decision is best, but I can certainly tap into my own inner being and intuition and feel which one is the best for me and follow that. And so I'm going to read the affirmation here, which says, when blinded by the unknown, I can trust myself to move towards the light. And that's exactly what I'm trying to sort of, the message that I'm trying to give to all of you, right? Is that we don't need to see, we just need to tap into our inner knowing. And so then that brings us to the fourth and last week of October, which, as all of you know, on October 28th, that is bringing about a lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is extremely, extremely powerful. And I'll talk a little bit about that now. But first, I'm going to show you that the week 4 of October, the energy that I pulled is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is really about, you know, sort of expressing creativity, right? Really giving yourself permission to try things out, creative beginnings, honing a new skill or passion and focusing on that. And what I love about that is that as we talk about the lunar eclipse in Taurus, this lunation also it's a full moon and there's a lunar eclipse as well, which emphasizes the need to purge all the things that are no longer working for us and that are blocking our true potential. And here comes this beautiful energy of the Page of Wands, which is like, okay, I'm creative. I have all of this creative energy. I want to try all of this out. I want to see what this might look like and step into sort of this youthful spirit, this brainstorming of new ideas and new beginnings. And this beautiful lunar eclipse is in Taurus, which is associated with material comfort, security, self-worth, right? So what is my self-worth? How do I see that? How do I connect to that? And how do I find the power to demand alignment with my higher self? And so I just love the fact that the Page of Wands came out for this week. As we know, it's aligning with the full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus. And so I'm going to read the affirmation here. As the dreamer of my dream, I spontaneously and passionately ignite this flame, right? And so it really is about, what is it that fuels me? Where is my passion? And let me follow it. Let me close out things, people, environments, relationships that are no longer serving me during this lunar eclipse, and really think about what fuels me and what my passion is. What do I want to try? What do I want to brainstorm about? How do I fuel this sort of fire within me, and move that forward? And so I'm just gonna show you these 4 cards again. I know these are like mini cards, but so we have the 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Ace of Swords as the energies for each week, along with the overall energy of the Moon and Hangman. And now, before I let you go, I'd like to just pull a few oracle cards from the Moonology deck. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I love this Moonology deck. I have 2 of them and I just absolutely love them. Sorry. And I just feel like it's fitting to pull some, especially when we're talking about such a powerful month with a new moon solar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse. 2 eclipses in 1 month. Super, super powerful. I know for me, I've definitely been feeling this first week energy of the, sorry, 5 of Cups. A bit stuck, a bit disappointed in certain things, waiting for other things to happen. And I just love the cards that were pulled for the rest of the month, because it really is about closing out cycles that no longer serve us, and being open to connect to our inner being, to connect to the universe, to listen, and be open for new things. I don't know what's going on with my throat chakra, or not sure. Okay, so let me just quickly pull 1 or 2 Moonology oracle cards. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Spirit, my beautiful spirit family, universe. Some Moonology oracle cards for the month of October, for the collective, all of my wonderful, wonderful family here that's with me today. Let's get at least 1 more, Spirit, please. Okay. Beautiful. So we have the moon's moment, synchronicity. My goodness, you can't make this up, right? Synchronicity is so significant. And I feel like I've pulled this card before in my last energy reading video. And the second card is Cold Moon, Face Your Fears. And I think this is amazing because for me, I know that I've felt, again, this sort of stuck energy and a bit disappointed about how things have been flowing, and the fear sets in right away, right? And so how can we be open to that fear, get curious, figure out what's going on, why those fears might be coming up, face them, so that then we can release and allow for all of this new energy and for all of these new things to come in. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. That is what I have for you. If this resonated with you, if you felt like it, feels like you aligned with it, please go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, all that other good stuff. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, this is your conscious life. I'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks. Bye-bye.